This is Total Television at the Mobile World Congress, where I'm talking to Stephen van Zanen, who is the Marketing SVP for Acision. Stephen, Acision, you're here with all the big boys, and I think you have every right to be here, but tell us about the pedigree that people might not be aware of.
Yes, well, Acision has been around for quite a long time. We did spun out of a company called Logical CMG about 3 years ago. That's a pretty well-known brand at the time. We're world leaders in data, responsible for roughly 55% of all world traffic and SMS. In countries like the US, we're 60% market share. We're quite well known in that space.
Sounds like it.
Yes, very much so. 8 out of 10 of the tier 1 customers are ours, and we play in messaging, multimedia messaging, text messaging, voice, video, mail, mobile marketing. That's our services business. We also have a data control business, which is everything around broadband. We've got charging, real-time charging, quota management. So we're quite extensive in our products in the telecom space, the mobile space, and particularly the last 2.5 years we've been putting a lot of effort in the broadband space, which is a real up-and-coming area. We're putting quite a lot of investment and time and effort into it.
Tell us a bit more about the broadband and the area of broadband that you're involved in, because everybody's talking about, broadband capacity and providing broadband everywhere. So tell us a bit about your involvement in that scene.
No, we're very much a software company with an integration pedigree. So in other words, what we create is what we call productized solutions. So we create solutions that actually help carriers to manage their networks properly. There's a huge surge in traffic currently. There's a real issue with trying to make these networks profitable, improve quality of experience. So what we have is called the Broadband Mobility Suite. It's a combination of capabilities that carriers require to make the network both subscriber and content aware. What we have, it's a truly integrated capability and unique in that effect.
And I think you didn't it wasn't just a shot in the dark. I think you did some very extensive research before you moved into this space.
Yeah, exactly. One of the dangers you have in this industry is that just for the technology's sake, you come up with great solutions. In the end, it's all about the consumers and the impact it has on consumers, and the way carriers can monetize, I would say, the improvement of the quality of experience and save the costs. And I think what our research shows that everything we do with our broadband mobility suite, is very much in line with what consumers expect from their customers. So I'll give you an example. We asked, there's about 3 big categories. We asked consumers, if you're aware that the networks are just best effort, right? And in other words, the networks cannot give you more capacity at a given time. Would you accept your carrier to apply fairness principles? So in other words, distribute the bandwidth equally, which is a capability, for instance, that we can deliver, and almost up to 70% globally of consumers says yes, please, once they're made aware of this issue. Another thing is, would you be willing, for instance, to accept optimization technologies in order to stop videos from stalling, which consumers have clearly indicated is an issue, and again, 60% of global consumers says yes, please. And again, that's part of our solution. And last but not least, there's many more, by the way, in this report, but those are some key findings. Is in VAS, so in value-added services like notifications, but even compression on bundles to save on bundle. There's a 63% actually wants these services, and in many cases they're willing to pay for them. Up to 30–40% of those cases. So yes, it very much supports.
I'm sure that's music to operators' ears. How are you finding the show, by the way? There's a real buzz about the place, I think, this year.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we really see is more and more high-quality level meetings that we have. I don't think I've ever had so many meetings pre-planned as on this show. I think it's a big topic, particularly the broadband topic is big. I think carriers are genuinely trying to work out how to make this work for themselves and their consumers, their customers.
Okay, well, look, thanks very much for talking to us at Total Television.
Very, very glad to be here, and thanks for having me.